welcome back to Sim by Design with another Sims 4 speed build and another traditional style house. I know in the last build I kept saying contemporary instead of traditional. Brain fart on my part. I definitely meant traditional style house. I've really been into the traditional style houses lately, as you can probably tell. Last week was a traditional style and this week is a traditional style house. You will notice probably that it is in two parts, mostly because I spent way too much time on both the exterior and the interior of the house. So I had to split it up into two separate parts because it was like over half an hour long, and most of you probably don't really want to watch me build for half an hour, even when it's sped up. And you probably don't want to hear me talk for half an hour. I definitely don't want to talk for half an hour. Even like my room builds, they go on for like half an hour, and I don't even mean to. It just somehow happens. And I really need to learn how to just stop rambling and actually build stuff in a nice, timely manner. But you will see me messing with this little section of the house under that like sticky out part with columns and different foundations for like the longest time. This is probably one of the main reasons why this build is so long and split up into two parts, which for part one is the exterior and some of the landscaping, and then the second part is the interior and some extra landscaping. But this part was supposed to be kind of like a drive or a garage. In the home planning or floor plan book I had adapted it from, but since we don't have cars or garages or any of that stuff in The Sims 4 yet, I decided to make it kind of a carport type thing, I guess you could say. Although it's not like super carporty, you'll see me change it a lot later on, and what I end up with I think is really, really cool. And you probably saw me earlier moving it kind of more towards the little entrance area there, between those two purple pink trees, because it looked kind of like a driveway right there, and you'll see me add some landscaping, paving kind of stuff over there to make it look like a driveway. And then now I'm just adding in the roof. It took me quite a bit to figure out how I wanted the roof to go, even though I was basically copying it off of the picture. Just figuring out how to make it look like what the picture had was a little difficult, but I think the roof ended up looking super cool. I just love the way the roof turned out. Actually, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that it's in a speed build, it doesn't seem to look like it took that long. Just adding some trim onto all of the roofs, and then now adding in some doors and windows and all of that fun stuff. I did very much go for a traditional vibe, like I said before, just because I thought it, like everything in the entire house, is a very traditional style. Dark woods with light walls. I even did that like very basic traditional like Sims 1 and 2 style red dining room. I used to do that all the time. I don't know about anybody else. I used to do red dining room a lot in the Sims 1 and 2 whenever I would build. And here I am changing up the area under the what becomes the master bedroom yet again. I don't think this is what it finally ends up as. No, definitely not. I do not keep that giant foundation there. I could not figure out how I wanted the like poles and stuff to go in there, and then the stairs stuck out way too far because they're like the door, you had to have the foundation right under the door for them to walk in. So I ended up moving both the door and where the stair placement is by the end of the build. I think we're getting sort of close to where the to what the final product is going to look like. Yeah, here we go. This part I think is really cool. I put a roof back there. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just put a roof over this because it's supposed to be like a screened-in porch. But we don't really have a screened-in area or anything to make it look screened in. Oh, I guess I'm not doing that yet. I'm just changing or deciding what fencing I want to go with. Oh, and maybe? Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with that little fencing area right there. I kept having that one little post stick out. No matter what I did. I don't know why that happens. I kind of wish it wouldn't do that and it would let me like take out what I wanted. But of course it doesn't. Oh, and I forgot to put move objects on, as I always do. And then adding some windows, and I thought I'd go, again, traditional style with the kind of shuttered windows. But I ended up just doing those for the front of the house, just because it looked more traditional style. And then for the back and most of the sides, I did these kind of small dome-ish windows, I guess. And now I'm putting in a new siding on the foundation or something like that and changing all the stairs because I really did not like the color of the stairs. It was too light compared to the way I had that foundation cover piece. And this is the part I think is really cool. I took a leaf out of both Delicacy and Simified, Arthur from Simified's book, and did this. Actually, I think James from The Sim Supply does this as well. This lattice type thing over top of that screened-in porch area. And I will do some landscaping with it in a minute as well. I think after I fill in all of the siding on the house. And, oh yes, I also changed this up a bit. I do kind of a middle trim, I guess that's what it's called, around all the house to kind of give it a more cohesive look between the house or the roof and the like the middle roof or something like that. Just starting on the landscaping, which I feel like I did a pretty good job. I'm usually not the best, or I feel like I'm not the best at landscaping, but I really enjoyed myself doing the landscaping on this one just because I did it so simply. I just did a couple different plants, some bushes, things like that, and then added dirt around, just the basic kind of stuff. And here is where the backyard kind of really takes shape, and this is why I think I liked doing landscaping so much, is because I did this cool little thing with the, with ponds. I made a kind of makeshift pond out of the fountain. And as you can see, there's like the little fake carport, driveway type thing. Just messing around with the roofs again because it looked a little off to me. And, I forgot I messed with the columns on the inside and decided to change it to a full archway in the middle. But Delicacy, yes, Delicacy I talked about, and actually did a little tutorial, I think, on the pond thing that you'll see in like a couple seconds. She also does this lattice thing with like flowers over a porch or something, and I thought it was a really cool idea. And just thinking about her doing that made me think of also doing the pond idea that she did in a couple of different builds, and I just thought it was a really cool, fun idea. And I thought this house is really nice and traditional. It's something that I feel whatever Sim family put in here would have, and I really, really like the way it turned out. Again, like, I don't usually do very well with landscaping, but I think I might start doing stuff like this in the future. But that's the end of this video. Part 2 will be out on Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And maybe there's still a little bit more left. But I will see you guys next Friday. Have a great day.